Just Easy English podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Easy English podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Hazel. How's it going, Mark?
I'm doing great, Hazel. So today, we have a really exciting topic. We're talking about something that almost every English learner struggles with.
Oh, yes. It's about translating in your head. You know, when you want to say something in English, but first you think in your native language, then translate it?
Exactly. And that makes you speak really slowly, right? It's frustrating.
Super frustrating. But here's the good news. Today we're going to teach you how to stop translating in your head. We'll show you how to think directly in English to speak fluently.
That's right. And trust me, if you practice what we share today, you'll speak much faster and sound way more natural.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in.
Okay, Hazel, let's talk about why this happens. Why do people translate in their heads?
Well, it's actually pretty normal, especially at the beginning. When you live in a country where people don't speak English around you, you don't get to practice much.
Right. So your brain is still working in your first language. Every time you want to say something, your brain goes, okay, what's this word in English? How do I say this sentence?
And that takes time. That's why you speak slowly. Also, sometimes the sentence structure is different, so it sounds unnatural.
Exactly. For example, in some languages, like Spanish, you might say, have a house beautiful, but in English, we say, have a beautiful house. See, the order is different.
Good example. So the big question is, how do we train our brains to think in English automatically?
That's what we're going to show you right now. We have 7 practical exercises that really work. Exercise 1. Think in single words.
All right, let's start with exercise number 1. Think in single words.
This is the easiest way to begin. Just look around you right now. What do you see?
In your head, try to name everything. For example, I'm looking at my desk right now. I see computer, phone, notebook, pen, coffee cup.
Nice. See how simple that is? You're not making sentences yet. You're just naming things.
The key here is to start with nouns. That's people, places, and things. Then you can add verbs, action words.
So if you see someone walking, you think, walk. If you see a car moving, you think, drive.
You can do this exercise anywhere. On the bus, at home, in a coffee shop. Just look around and name things silently in your head.
Oh, and here's a cool tip. Some of my students actually put labels on things in their room. Like, they put a sticky note on the door that says door, one on the mirror that says mirror.
That's brilliant. Because every time you see it, your brain automatically reads that English word.
Exactly. Do this, especially in the morning when you wake up and at night before you sleep. It becomes a habit.
And when something becomes a habit, it's automatic. You don't have to think about it anymore.
Exercise 2. Describe unknown words. Okay, exercise number 2. Describe words you don't know.
This one is super useful. Because let's be honest, you won't know every English word, right?
Of course not. Even native speakers don't know every word. So what do you do when you can't remember a word?
You describe it. Let me give you an example. Let's say you forget the word refrigerator.
Okay, so instead of getting stuck, you can say in your mind, it's the big box in the kitchen where I keep food cold.
Perfect. See? You just described it using simple words you already know.
Here's another one. What if you can't remember the word sunglasses?
I would say they're like glasses, but they protect my eyes from the sun.
Exactly. Or you can use phrases like, it's similar to, or it's the opposite of.
For example, if you forget night, you could say, it's the opposite of day.
Yes, This exercise is amazing because it trains your brain to work in English, even when you don't know all the words.
And you know what? Native speakers do this too. Sometimes we forget words and we describe them until we remember.
Totally true. So don't be afraid to describe things. It's a natural part of communication. Exercise 3. Think in sentences.
All right, now let's move to exercise 3. Think in simple sentences.
Okay, so now you're not just thinking single words. You're making complete sentences in your head.
Start with really simple ones. Let's say you're sitting in a park. What would you think?
I might think, the weather is nice today, or there are many people here.
Or that dog is so cute. See? Simple sentences about what you see and feel.
The key is to keep it simple at first. Subject plus verb plus object. Don't try to make complicated sentences yet.
Right, like, I like this park, or the children are playing.
And as you get more comfortable, you can make longer sentences, like, I like this park because it's quiet and has many trees.
Yes, simple sentences first, then more complex ones.
And you can do this anywhere, on the train, walking to work, even while you're cooking. Exercise 4. Describe your daily activities.
Ooh, I love this one. This is where you narrate your life like you're in a movie.
Exactly. There are 2 ways to do this. The first way is for beginners.
Right. If you're a beginner, just describe what you're doing right now using simple present tense.
For example, right now, I'd think. I sit in my chair. I talk into the microphone. I look at Hazel.
Perfect. Simple and easy. I drink my coffee. I smile. I feel happy.
Now, if your level is a bit higher, you can describe your plans. This uses different tenses.
Yes. So in the morning when you wake up, you can think about your day. Like, today, I'm going to work. First, I'll make breakfast.
Then I'll check my emails. After that, I'm meeting my friend for lunch at noon.
See how we're using going to and will? That's future tense. It's a bit more advanced.
You can also describe what you did yesterday. Like, yesterday, I went to the gym. I worked out for an hour. Then I came home and cooked dinner.
That's past tense. So this exercise helps you practice different tenses naturally.
The cool thing is, you're practicing real-life English. These are sentences you actually use every day.
Now we're at exercise 5, thinking conversation.
This is where it gets really fun. You're going to have imaginary conversations in your head.
It sounds a little crazy, but it works. You imagine someone asking you a question, and you answer in English.
Let me give you an example. Imagine your friend asks, "Hey, what did you do last weekend?"
Okay, so in my head, I would answer, last weekend, I watched a new series on Netflix. It was really good.
Nice. And then maybe they ask, "Oh, really? What's it about?"
It's about a group of friends in New York. It's funny and relaxing.
See, you're practicing a real conversation. You can do this silently in your head, or you can even say it out loud when you're alone.
I actually do this when I'm driving. I imagine different conversations and practice my responses.
That's smart. You can practice any situation. Maybe you're preparing for a job interview?
Yes. Imagine the interviewer asks, "Tell me about yourself."
And you practice your answer. Well, I'm a marketing specialist with 5 years of experience. I love creative projects and working with teams.
This is such great practice because when the real situation comes, you're ready.
Exactly. Your brain has already practiced it, so the words come out naturally. All right, let's talk about exercises 6 and 7 together. Take notes and practice daily.
Yes. So here's the thing. When you do all these exercises, you're going to find words you don't know.
That's totally normal. That's when you use a dictionary. And if your level is good enough, try to use an English to English dictionary.
Why English to English?
Because it keeps you thinking in English. You're not going back to your native language.
That makes sense. Now, don't try to learn 100 words a day. That's too much.
Right. We recommend just 5 to 10 new words or phrases every day.
And write them down in a notebook. This is important.
Yes, because when you write it down, you remember the situation. Like, oh, I needed this word when I was at the supermarket.
So next time you're at the supermarket, you'll remember that word easily.
Exactly. Now, the most important thing, you have to practice every day.
This is the key to success. You don't need to practice for hours. Even just 10 or 15 minutes a day is enough.
Think about it like going to the gym. If you go every day, even for a short time, you'll see results.
But if you only go once a month, nothing happens.
Exactly. Small daily practice is better than long practice once a week.
And here's what happens. When you do it every day, it becomes a habit. And when it's a habit, you don't even think about it anymore.
Your brain just automatically starts thinking in English. Words and sentences just pop up naturally.
That's when you know you're getting fluent. It becomes automatic.
So make it part of your daily routine. Think in English when you brush your teeth, when you eat breakfast, when you're on the bus.
Now, let me give you a challenge for this week.
Ooh, I like challenges.
For the next 7 days, pick one exercise and do it every single day. Just one. Don't try to do all 7 at once.
That's great advice. Maybe start with exercise when thinking in single words. It's the easiest.
Yes, master that first. Then next week, add another exercise.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Your brain is learning a new way of thinking. That takes time.
All right, everyone, that's all for today's episode.
We really hope these exercises help you stop translating and start thinking in English naturally.
Remember, the key is daily practice. Little by little, every single day.
And before you know it, English words will just pop into your head automatically. You won't have to translate anymore.
If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends who are learning English.
Yes, and let us know in the comments, which exercise are you going to try first?
We love hearing from you. Your feedback helps us make better content.
All right, that's it for today. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember, learning English is a journey, not a race.
See you next time.
Bye
everyone.
everyone.